gotta get your brain right if you're trying to make $1 million. If you ain't gonna do it for yourself, then do it for your mama. Only stay surrounded by them people if you know they solid. Elevate your hustle up today to double up your profit. Trying to learn some game, Xavier gonna talk about it. No Deanna speak that that everybody vouching. Ain't no more excuses valid. Get up off the couch and get up in your bag. To your bank account, need an accountant.
Yo, welcome back to the greatest show on earth, the Millionaire Mindsets Podcast. I'm your host, Xavier. My co-host, D, not in today, but she'll be back next episode. We've been going for a few weeks, but before we start the show, I would like to advise all our listeners to please like, subscribe, comment, leave a review, leave a rating, all those things. We're trying to get those subscribers up, so if y'all could do that, we would greatly appreciate it. And getting right into the show, so today we got a very, very special guest. I got my guy on the show. I met my guy, 2014? All right?
Yeah, 2014.
We was in the military together. He not in the military no more. We both in Dallas now. He doing this thing. My boy, Ju. So, Ju, what's good? Welcome to the show, bro.
What's good, bro? What's good, man? Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, bro. It's been a long time
for
coming.
Sure.
So let's get straight into it, man. So for the people that watch the show that's listening, this could be their first time here. Just give some background on it, so let the people know who you is.
Well, my name is Julius Debardlabon. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Alabama. I'm from like Talladega, Alabama. That's if you watch Talladega Nights, that's basically where that movie was based out of, the little racetrack. So that's where I'm from.
Oh, damn.
Basically, same upbringing and stuff as anybody else. Like we seen a lot I seen a lot as a young kid. Mm-hmm. So it forced me to grow up fast, and then after a while it just got old, so I joined the military. That's how I met you. And from there, man, the rest is what we're gonna talk about.
Right. And that was, what was that? That was 10 years ago, right?
No,
not 10.
Going into almost, it's like 9.
Yeah, it's about 9.
8, 9.
Yeah, you're right, because I joined 2013, at the end of 2013, like October 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. So it's about 9 years now. Damn, that shit went by fast. Damn, that went by fast. So all right, let's play that sport. So you was in the military. So let the people know, because I know the people going to you got a new career field that you're going crazy, and let the people know what you do right now.
What I'm doing right now, I'm in insurance industry. I'm an adjuster, independent adjuster, and I specialize in the field. I don't do any desk work. It's just field.
Yeah, and that's what's the we had one episode where we talked about insurance adjusting. So for the people that might not heard the episode and they might not know what the hell you talking about, you say field. What's the difference?
So desk adjusting is just working in an office or remote from home. Field is going out to the inspections, meeting the customers of the large firms and stuff like that, basically. And we'll just go out and do inspections on their house.
All right, so it's simple.
Simple,
yeah.
Very simple.
But that's what's dope with how I see it is because you making a career change. First of all, not easy, especially when you coming from the military.
Right.
We got military is so different from the
military. Humbled me, man.
It humbled you? What you mean? What you
like? But for the people, like, I started off in the military doing pretty well. Like, I was getting awards, all that.
Yeah.
And then I messed around and got in trouble. After that, man, it was like a target on my back for at least 3 years. I
remember, bro. I remember that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I had to figure something out.
Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, they used to be tripping over there. We all used to work there.
Man.
I remember that.
And that's another reason I'm kind of scared of being at a desk job.
Why? What you mean?
Because I worked in a desk, and I feel like that caused the drama. Because it was like we were too close together, like everybody in everybody's business. So that's why.
That's a good point. I never thought about that before. When you do work at a desk job, because I didn't have desk jobs, you do because you really ain't got that much going on for real.
Nah, not for real. Yeah. Like, you do your work and then you talking, so they're just creating a problem.
No, that's facts, bro. But when it comes to IA though, what made you want to become an insurance adjuster?
I was on Twitter. I seen what kind of money it can make, and I seen it was an easy entry. So I was like, nah, I could do this quick. So I was like, 40 days, 45 days, I could get in. I was like, all right, bet. Took the course and got in.
Damn. So it took you less than 2 months to actually become a certified?
Less than 2 months. Really, it could have been. Honestly, if I be honest right now, I could have did it in like 3 weeks. But me personally, I was just laxed. You know, straight out of the military. I'm going to school. I ain't really worried about it for real. So I could have did it in like 3 weeks.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, all you got to do is study for the test, take it. Once you take the test, get your license. Once you get your license, get other licenses in other states, and you good.
And from all the insurance justices I know, they make good ass money too.
Oh yeah, man. The money is endless. It's just learn the skill. Once you learn the skill, you pretty much, you 6 figures or better for sure.
What the money,
year.
as far as pay, like what's it based on? Like, is it different for desks, different for the fields?
Yeah, it's different from desk and field. The desk, I would say, it's probably gonna be under like 10,000
a month.
Yeah, about under 10,000 a month. But in the field, it's open. You don't know because you could be on a component. I seen one person that I know, he made like 90,000 in 1 month just from being in the field. But on the hourly, I would say you make probably like 12 to 14,000.
Damn, that's good money though.
Yeah, bro, that's great money.
But then how much? Because people because some people this just not gonna be for them just because they ain't gonna have the work ethic for real. Because like talk about how much are you gonna be working to make this money though.
I mean, starting off, you're gonna be working some hours, man. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna definitely go through it. But once you learn the skill, I ain't gonna speak on that. I'm gonna just say learn the skill, and once you learn the skill, you'll be able to make your schedule work for you.
Right. Pretty much create your own schedule.
Hours.
Yeah, because Because some people gonna be scared of that, but then at the same time, especially when you're young.
Not even for that. I'm talking about for the companies.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Like,
get what you're saying. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But some people will be like, man, especially I feel like we in a generation right now, motherfuckers. Excuse my language. People got kids around, but people lazy for real. They ain't trying to work like 10-hour days or nothing like that. They like, man, forget all that. I'm trying to chill, make, and still make money. Which
man, I was the same way. But the thing of it is, once I got out there, I just took the first deployment. Once I took it, I got out there. I was calling people. I'm stressed out. I don't want to do this. When I got that first check, I was like, all right, this cool. I ain't gonna make this pay nowhere else for what I had to do. Just taking a pre-licensing course, getting licensed, and of course you got to get other stuff, but at the same time, it's low barrier. I spent probably $1,000 to make 100,000.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. In 30 days, like, I started a 6-figure career in 30 days. 30 to 40 days.
Yeah, that's when you put it that way, I can't really think of too many industries that's possible in.
It really ain't. It really ain't. I mean, it's just like put just a tad of effort into this, and you can definitely get 6 figures.
That's crazy. Just because there's so many people. I remember I was having this conversation with somebody else. We was talking about specific industries that the average person ain't gonna have no awareness on. We talked about insurance adjusting, and the other one I think was government contracting. And it's like when you don't like, especially like within the black community, you ask them what an insurance justice is, most people ain't gonna know what the hell that is.
Right.
But then when they hear about the opportunities you could get, how you could make a lot of money doing this. You could be young and start this. Like if I knew about this before I joined the military, I probably wouldn't even went to the military.
Right. That's the same thing I've been telling people. If I would have knew that I could make this type of money before going to the military, I wouldn't even did it. I would definitely want to went to the military, because the military wasn't even what I wanted to do. I only went to the military to. So all right, let me back. From my 10th grade year to my 12th grade year, I lived alone. My mom had cancer, and she did beat cancer, but something else messed up. I don't want to get into that, but she was in the hospital for 2 years. Like, she may have been home maybe 2 months out of the 2 years. So to alleviate her stressing over me doing stuff in the streets and doing all type of other stuff, I was like, I'm gonna just go to the military. I got a cousin that's already in the military, and he's doing good for himself. So my mom will think that I'm doing good for myself. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna just relieve her stress.
Damn, that's a crazy way to put it. Because when especially when you talk about within our community, when you ask people why they in the military, it's usually the same reason: get out the environment, try something new, for some new opportunities. So that's.
I always been about some money though, so that ain't really make me go to the military.
Right.
It was a lot of other factors, man. I was going through a lot through my high school years.
Your high school years,
yeah.
And you just decided to make a pivot, but that's a plan though. That's still
definitely.
And that's important, especially when you for real, like when you at that age, because you was like 18 when you got in, right?
18, yeah. So I joined in December, and graduation in May. So I probably like what that is. I don't know how many months it is, but that's how it was.
March. Your graduation probably was in March. Your graduation probably was in March if you joined in December.
No, like high school graduation. So I graduated. When I graduated, I went straight into the military.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, damn, I wish I would have did that, bro. I waited like a year and a half, close to 2 years.
Yeah, I tried to do that, man. My mom was on me though. She was on me. She was what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Every week she was saying something, and my cousin too. After she put a bug in his ear.
I already know how that go. But let's talk about this though. Since when you got you were within a good industry like this, a good career field, you making good money, like. We already know. I feel like we all been through this, especially if you didn't make good money before. It's so easy to blow it. We didn't all blew a bag before. So talk about like how you know what I'm saying. Talk about how like what you doing to maintain, because I was just having this conversation with somebody else too. Like it's easy because people would see somebody that's like a millionaire or not a millionaire, somebody that make $1 million or make a lot of money, and they just automatically you would think like, oh, they rich, not knowing like. You can make $1 million a month, and you could be spending $990,000 a month too.
Right.
So just because you make a lot, don't mean you have a lot. So talk about when you got a good career field, how you maintaining to keeping a balance and keep growing your money and not just keeping it, you know what I'm saying, at a pace where it's not growing.
So I think independent adjusting is a career field that's gonna help you do that. Because most of the time you're going to be in areas where it's nothing there. Only thing you could do is get you some from one Wendy's that's in the city and go to your appointment. So you're going to be saving the money. It's not that. But once you get home, what I feel like you should do is you should budget. You should at least have a budget of really, you should do the whole year, because you might not go on a deployment every month. It may not stack up like that. So how much you get, you need to stretch as far as you can. But me personally, I've joined a team where I can work all year, so I don't worry about that. But at first, it's gonna be like I work this month, then work this month, might work 3 months, and then work another month. So it's gonna be stuff like that at first. So just save the money, act like you ain't got it.
But that's easier said than done, though. This to play devil's
get you some.
Right.
I'm gonna be realistic. Get you something now, like get you something, but don't go out here in the club every day. Outside costs.
Man, what?
Outside costs. It costs, bro. I was looking at my account, just going out with y'all.
I already know it.
I went out like 3 nights in a row with y'all one time. I looked at my account, I had spent like $1,500. Yep. I don't even know on what. Just out here.
That's why I don't really be going out like that no more, bro. I'm like, because at the end of the day, you ain't missing nothing. It's the same shit. The same. If you go to these places, it's the same. It's the exact same shit. So you ain't missing nothing. Right. And then, like you said, outside just costs so much. It costs so much money now. Like every time I step out the crib, it seems like I spend $500.
Yeah.
And you got to think gas to fill the tank. You gonna eat. You gonna if you stop at a store, get some. First of all, gas and eating probably gonna be, depending on what kind of car you got. It take $100 to fill up my tank. If I go eat, that might be another $100. That's $200 off top. Just going outside. Now, if I want to do any other thing, it's like, dang, I done spent $350 just today, and what the hell? I need to go home. So everything's so inflated right now. So that's super important to keep in mind, especially when you're trying to build up, because being outside and trying to stack, man, that shit today, that shit damn near impossible for real.
Yeah. For sure.
Unless you making so much money that it's just all the offset is so wide. Yeah. But even if you making a lot, if you outside all the time and you doing, because when you start making a lot, your outside be a little different. If you go to the club, you just ain't gonna be in the club. You gonna have a section. You gonna have bottles. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna just let the bottles come how they supposed to. You gonna get you another one. You gonna be doing too much. Like that's just it come with it though.
No, I come with it, but you got to take I think that's why I think before anybody decide to increase their lifestyle, they got to take into account that everything that's gonna come with that. Because not only you increasing it, but you got to maintain it now.
Right, you got to maintain it, and you got to think about those times when, just say, all right, for me, like just say, I want to go out and get something that may cost like 40 bands or something like that. I'm like, damn, I want to get it, but shit, what if this insurance adjustment shit go low? What if I fall off a roof? What if they not about to take care of me? And then I done made this crazy decision. I got a kid too, so when you talk about that, the responsibilities are different. I ain't got nobody to lean on I'm taking care of my kid. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody else is. So it's like you can't just be out here spending money like that, bro, without thinking about ahead and thinking about what could possibly happen.
Man, that's facts. Especially right now, because it's pretty weak in the recession. So right now, you really can't be just loose like that, because like you said, you never know what could happen.
Right.
And then if your nest egg ain't that big, you ain't gonna be able to stretch it out over a long period of time. If you happen to go through a drought, God forbid you got to go through a drought. But if you do, because you never know what the hell can happen in life.
Right, man. The recession. We are already, but I say as it get worse, you gonna see who really living what they talking about. People saying they saving, people saying they doing.
They've been investing.
12 months from now,
that's a fact.
You gonna see who actually was saving their money, investing their money. Like every investment don't pop, but at the same time, that mindset not gonna go away from a person that's really living it. Mm-hmm. You gonna see people that don't even talk about investing no more in like 12 months, and it's gonna probably be like somebody that's got a large following. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's the type of stuff. So that's like, I don't know.
You're right, bro. You're right. I've been thinking the same thing, because the reality of it is droughts expose the people that's faking. Right. It's just naturally gonna happen. If you talking about investing all the time, buying assets, saving money, doing blah 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 blah, it's easy to say that when the market booming, when it's so easy to make money. But when shit hit the fan, like you said, give it 12 months, we gonna see the people we be like, dang, what happened to so and so? They ain't been posting like that.
They ain't gonna be outside.
They ain't gonna be
at all. They ain't gonna even be on social media, bro. They gonna be like posting every now and then, and it's gonna, bro. This is one of my pet peeves, bro. Like, not now. I ain't really seeing it now because it's still up. But before, when everybody wasn't rich, like
everybody rich now,
you would see certain people. They lived in the past. Like they'll post all day of stuff that happened 2 years ago. Like that's what's gonna happen.
Damn,
that's what's gonna happen, bro.
No, you're right. They're gonna be doing flashbacks to 2020.
They're gonna be reminiscing about trips they took in 2020. Bro. I'm telling you, like it's gonna be crazy.
No, you're right though. You're right, but that's why you always gotta prepare for times like this, because this how good times don't last forever, bad times don't last forever either. But you don't want to be, when the bad times hit, you don't want to be out here down bad.
You're right.
'Cause it's gonna
You
be-
at least want to, have some type of cushion. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay to get help too. Like it ain't.
Right.
It's not a problem with it. It's just, well, I say for me, like just say if I got a friend and I've been watching him going crazy and I'm doing my shit, it's gonna be hard for me to just put me into him because I'm like, bro, we could have been out here doing the same thing, but you partied. I ain't even getting none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's how I look at it. But ain't nothing wrong with going broke, bro.
No, that's right. Like, I'm glad you said that because the fact we talking about it, I don't want people to get confused to make it think like we saying there's something wrong with going there. Because to be honest, that's part of the process. Especially, I feel like under 30 specifically, more than likely, if you really out here making moves like that, taking risks, you're gonna go through a period. You be like, damn, I just lost all my bread taking risks or doing some crazy shit. It's going to happen. So, like you said, it's something wrong with staying broke, but going broke, that's really part of the game for real.
Yeah,
especially when you're young, because you're trying to figure shit out. You're trying to figure out what moves can I make, how this gonna work, and sometimes shit just go left.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So like, L's, you already know. Me and you, we just both took an L.
Right.
I
took 2 L's. I ain't gonna talk about him on here though, but he know.
We both.
He know. He know.
We didn't took some L's. I ain't talking about no. I'm not even talking about no small. I ain't talking about no couple hundred, couple thousand. I'm talking about some real L's. That's like, I think if most people took it, they would have been like,
"Oh yeah, man."
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, what I tell people when they used to, like, if I'm around, we talking about, it's most when you get around guys, it's gonna be a money conversation. So
right,
we talking about getting this, getting that, being rich and all that. But I'm like looking at the mindset of everybody around, and I'd be like, bro, to get rich, you got to down there go crazy, like a couple times, because it's like you were saying with the money situation, like losing a lot of money at one time and then not knowing how to get it back right that second, that'll run you crazy, especially if you got responsibilities. Mm-hmm. So then that go back into budget, because what if you went out here and you got a penthouse, done got your Benz, done did all this stuff. Back. You can't go back.
Exactly. Most not.
Dude's ego won't even let them go back, bro.
A guy ego, if they built themselves up so they could afford this lifestyle, that's why you have so many. I think, in my opinion, that's why you have so many celebrities and stuff. They'll get super rich and then they'll fall off, but they still they can never really bounce back because they hold on to that lifestyle.
I want to mention one of them, but I ain't gonna say it. But you know who I'm talking about.
I probably do, but no, that's real. Like that's what I'm saying. Once you agree, you agree with yourself that okay, I'm about to boost my lifestyle up. You got to understand that human psychology and human nature is when stuff hit the fan, you're not gonna want to drop back down.
Oh,
if you got a $3,000 apartment, when shit hit the fan, you're not going to want to go back to that $1,300 apartment. It's just you're gonna be
and
like,
don't let you have no girl. You got a girl, bro. Let's look. I'm gonna break this down to you. So say you live in the $3,000 apartment, all that, and you go broke. Your girl, bro, if you was buying her a bag every week or every other month, you gonna still have to buy that bag, or she gone, bro. She gonna be with. I ain't gonna say every girl gonna do that.
Right.
But it's a high chance of her. If she was only checking for you, she gonna be looking for that next guy.
Especially if that's what she was there for.
Right. If that's what she was there for, hopefully she went there for that.
Right.
But bro, how I look at it, a girl not even wrong to be with somebody that got money.
No, she not.
What she supposed to do?
That's what, bro. That's like.
I mean, like.
I'm glad you said that, because as men sometimes we always be like, oh, shorty only mess with me, or she only messing with him because he got money, or we always
Right,
say stuff like that. She
right.
only mess with him because he got money. It's like, so I'm only messing with her because she beautiful.
Right.
So
Exactly.
it's,
Like, it's
that's
like,
you know what I'm saying. Like
it's a trade-off.
It's a trade off, and to be honest, the men's side sound more shallow than me anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you should want somebody that could take
They want
care
to
of
feel
you.
secure, bro.
Exactly.
Now it's it is, certain stuff like could get extreme, but don't show that lifestyle.
Don't show that lifestyle. You're right though, because once you expose somebody to something, you can't be mad when that's when they built that expectation, and they like expecting that frequently. Like everybody might not be there for but you say for the most part, once you expose, yeah. But I'm glad you said it because I be hating when dudes, but I be saying that a lot. Be saying like, man, a gold digger ain't. Okay, I get that. The term gold digger, if somebody just messing with a man strictly because they got money, obviously that's not a good thing. But a lot of guys act like it's a bad thing if a woman want to mess with a dude because he's financially stable.
Right.
This girl want protection and security. She want to be taken care of.
Man,
I want my
if you not, the thing of it is, as a man, you should want to do these things. If you ain't trying to take care of your girl, your girl a reflection of you.
That's facts.
All the way through your life, bro. Like you can see, like, just say if somebody get rich, like in they late, let's say they get rich at like 30, right? If they was dating in their 20s, you could see the women that they were dating, and it's usually gonna go from bottom. Okay, she bought a 6, she bought a 8, and when you get that money, you gonna have the top of the top. You gonna have the top of the top, bro.
Man.
Like that's
how it goes.
That's what it come with.
No, you being real. That's definitely what it come with it, bro. As you get older, your status get increased, especially if you're a single man. But like you said, as a man, you should want to do these things anyway. And I don't want people to get it twisted.
Ain't nothing wrong with tricking on your girl,
on
bro.
your girl. That's what I'm saying. I don't want people to get it twisted thinking we talking about doing this for any and everybody. It's something wrong with doing this. No. Because some people will hear this. Sometimes people, they comprehension will be like, they'll misunderstand some things. I don't want people listeners to understand, like, we saying any woman you deal with, you should be taking care of them. We talking about the one that you chose, one. That's that one.
Right.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Don't be doing this for everybody, wasting all your resources on everybody, because then you just out here like a goofy. Well, you is a goofy for real. Right. But with the one that you rocking with you, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show love, because especially if she holding you down, you gonna naturally want to do that. Facts. So you ain't you ain't lying though. But it's this conversation interesting though, because I feel like a lot of people, because it's like the older I get, the more obviously your perspective on things is gonna change. Right. Like I don't think the same now that I thought when I was 21 or even 25 for real. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Shit changed. Especially as a man, because your responsibilities, like you said, you start creating families, your responsibilities change and more on your shoulders, and it ain't easy. Like you a father, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what it's like dealing with all those things, and you being a father, taking care of business. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot on a man's plate. And then, you know what I'm saying, you got to take care of the woman you with, all that stuff.
So with kids, man, my only thing that I feel like that was something that I learned that was impactful, stop trying to rush them. Just guide them. Because when you start trying to rush your child I'm going to rush them to learn this, I'm going to rush them to do this, you're going to start thinking your kid is bad or just or a certain way just because they're not doing
at your pace.
Yeah, what your expectations is, and pretty much from just doing that, you will see the growth as it goes. As a parent, man, it get easier as you go. At first, it's gonna be something new, man. Like you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna go through stuff. But at the same time, man, as you go, it get easier. And then eventually, man, hopefully you can look at yourself and say, I'm a great parent.
No, that's I love to hear that, man, because we got just because you 27, so being a father, you know what I'm saying, and that's still young, and that's a good example for people to see, especially you working hard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like you just slashing around, not doing shit. You still take care of business. So that's a hell of an example, especially for black men, because as we know, most of our community come up in a single household, whether it's father, a lone mother, some kind of shit like that. So that's, hey man, that's dope. I could only salute you. But let's talk about let's go back to insurance adjusting for a second, just for the people that may, like I said, they may hear this first time they hearing of this, like, man, I ain't even know about this industry. So like, what specifically, if I'm watching this, I'm like, you know what, I think I want to do that too. Where do I go to even start going down this path?
So I got an ebook on Instagram. Just go click in the link in the bio. It's I think it's $47 right now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna drop it down, man. Just cause I like giving back, I'm gonna drop it down to $25. $25 to change your life, bro.
Yo,
$25.
yeah,
That's it.
Damn. And I'm gonna put that for the for everybody that's listening. The link gonna be the link for the ebook gonna be in the bio of this the description of, I said bio, in the description of this podcast. So if you want to go get it, just go to the description of the podcast, click the link to get started. Because like I said, I ain't know nothing. Me personally, I didn't know nothing about insurance adjustments until probably like 2 years ago. I ain't never even heard of it. And like I said,
I think we found out about
around
it at the same time. Yeah.
And I was like 26 at the time. So like I said, if I knew about this at 18, I would have been like, man, because I didn't know what I wanted to do after school. I'm like, man, after high school, I didn't know if I was going to. I knew I ain't had the money to afford college. I knew my parents, my mama told me straight up, I'm not paying for you to go to school. She was like, you hate school, you a terrible student.
I got cussed out about that.
Huh?
I got cussed out about that.
About the same thing?
Like, through school, bro, it's like, this how it was. Through school, through high school or whatever, I get the grades just to play. I played sports, so get the grade just to play. And my mom noticed that. So when I got out, when it got close to graduating, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to college. She went off on me so bad, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. That's kind of like why I didn't, but I'm glad I didn't, because I went into the military, and when I did go to school, it was free.
It was free. And the military, I know this ain't no military ad or nothing like that. I'm just talking from my experience. The military, because people hear you talking about it, think you like,
they don't want to get me started.
Right. They think you campaigning or something. I'm just saying from my experiences, it forced you to grow up for real, because you really out on your own.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you out on, you dealing with the government now. Ain't nothing your parents could do to get you out of the situation.
Nothing.
You can't call your mom, your dad, and be like, Mom, this was happening. I need your help. It ain't nothing they can do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a parent that's a high ranking, like a colonel somewhere or something, a general somewhere. That's different.
Man, that still ain't gonna help.
And that still ain't gonna help for real.
I'm telling you, like, your parents can't get you out of it. If you been in the military, your parents can't get you out of them Article 15s, man.
Hell no.
I went through that twice. I had 2 Article 15s. Two LORs and a lot of LOCs. Anybody in the military, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's Article 15, and especially for these people that got don't know what we talking about, what that mean. Article 15 is very serious in the military.
It's like kicking you
out. That's like they on the verge of kicking you out for real. Like they thinking about it at the least. They thinking about should they let you stay. Right. So getting in trouble like that. And what's crazy
I'm
is
like a unicorn.
No, for real, bro.
I got 2 and still stayed in.
Especially when you talk about the Air Force.
Right, Air Force too, yeah.
That's a whole another beast in itself right there, because the Air Force, like I said, once again, this ain't no military campaign now, but the Air Force is like, I'm trying to put it to terms that most people can relate to. The Air Force is like pretty much how people. It's like the most prestigious. It's the bougiest, most prestigious branch. Right. So their expectation and their standard is so much higher than other branches. And there's no knock or disrespect to other branches. That's just how the Air Force operate. Their standard is extremely high. So when they got a low tolerance for trouble, anything like that. And then once you coming from people like us, when you coming from like inner cities and stuff like that, this is a conversation I was having recently too. When you go to that military lifestyle, it's completely different from what you came from. So it'd be hard. I know for me, the first 2 years was damn near hell. It was so hard to adapt. I'm around, like I always talked about this, like growing up in Chicago, I was never around white people. I wasn't around white people until I went to the military.
Yeah.
And that's a culture shock for me. Like, it was so many things. I'm like, they don't talk how I talk. It's hard to relate. a lot of times I would be getting in trouble just for like I ain't know what the hell was going on.
Right. It's just like being nonchalant is not gonna work in the military. I promise you. Like that's my
Personality.
that's my personality. Like my genuine personality is a nonchalant person. And like we gonna kick it, we gonna laugh, but most of the time, like I'm in a nonchalant state.
Nonchalant mood, and that could backfire on there.
In the military, bro, just say you get something wrong. This is the only thing. This is my last thing on the military, but just say
that's what I said. I said
you get something wrong, bro, and you don't get frantic about it. Oh, man, that's the end of the world, bro.
They act like you just a piece of shit. For
right. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not that. I'm a get.
That's just my personality. Time. Yeah, that's just but you know. That goes over to something else I want to touch on because this comes down to adaptability, and I feel like, period, in any time in human history, I feel like adaptability is one of the most important traits that anybody could have.
Oh yeah,
and that's something that definitely taught me because you want to, especially if you want to win on a major scale, I feel like you have to adapt to different circumstances, different sets of people, different like location wise, all that you got to be able to do it quick too. You can't take no long ass time to adapt because opportunities will fly by your ass.
Right.
Like real quick. You miss a whole opportunity just because you couldn't pick up on things quick enough. You couldn't adapt to conversation, adapt to new ideas, all that. So adaptability that's like a top 5. If you're really trying to win, that's really like a top 5 trait for real.
Honestly, I feel like that's number 1.
It might be number 1.
Like basically this too, so like when I was in 9th grade, I moved to another high school that was probably like 40 minutes from where I was at. It was all black people at my first high school. Wasn't nobody really, it wasn't mixed for real, or at least my crowd wasn't. When I moved to my other high school, bro, it was some everything. So like you were saying, like you got to be able to talk to everybody, and that's what I did, man. And I got pretty popular at the school just from doing that. Like it didn't matter what color they was.
Right.
Like, we rocking.
Right. And that's a major key. And that don't mean because people would probably take that as you might be changing the way you talk or changing the way you act.
I'm speaking how I speak. We gonna talk about stuff. You gonna see I can talk in depth about situations, but I'm not gonna change the way I am.
Exactly. When I say adapt, I don't mean change the way you are. I just mean adapt into the environment where no matter where it is, you can still make it work, still make it fit, being authentically yourself. You ain't changing your voice, you ain't acting different. You just know how to relate to people now because you've been experienced enough.
And if you don't know how to relate, you just try to figure out what it is, like what's going on. Like once you figure it out, you'll know how to move in rooms. Yeah, like you got to know how to move in multiple rooms, bro.
Yeah, no, that's facts. And that's it. How you think you learn that though? What's the best way to learn to move through multiple rooms?
I say find one person and stick to them. Whatever group. I don't want to just put it on race, but I'm gonna just leave it there. Just say you may find you a white guy that's pretty cool. Stick to him. Go around with him. See what he's doing. See the people that he hang around, and you'll be able to know like, okay, these genuine people. They may not do the same thing I do. They might not know about the same thing I know about. But hell, I don't know about what they know about. Exactly. So I'm gonna feed off that what they know, and I'm gonna teach them what I know, and we just gonna keep doing it through every crowd.
No, that's facts.
Just keep growing.
That's a good answer, bro. Because I was just gonna say, just go out and just start meeting people.
They're hard to do.
Yeah, I see for some people be like,
I ain't gonna even lie. That's not me. Like I'm not just go and approach a person. I may know someone, and I go out with them. I meet their crowd. All right, boom. I meet the people individually. Like I'm not gonna just be like, hey, it's Drew. Boom. I'm gonna have conversations with them. I'm gonna have conversations with them and build my own relationships.
I like that because based on your personality, it's gonna be you might be pro pro doing that, and then some people, because I know for me, it's easier for me to do that because I just got an outgoing personality. But I know some people, they may not be as outgoing as me. They're like, I ain't finna go in the room and talk to no damn stranger.
Right. People think I'm mean, bro. I don't know why. Like, everybody I talk to, they'll say, like, I got this, like, I don't know. They said my face ain't approachable. So that's why it's like I have to do it that way. Like, they think I'm weird if I come up on them.
Yeah, I see. I see what you're saying. I wanna touch on this though, because I feel like this since we both two men here talking, I want to ask for the men that's listening, because I remember I made a post about becoming a better man. It got a lot of reaction. I got a lot of people DMing me and stuff. So I'm like, I should touch on this on the podcast. So in your opinion, what are some steps right now, just for men out here? So if you a woman listening, you can send this to your brother, son, uncle, nephew, cousin, whatever, friend, whatever. Like, what do you think is some of the, like right now, no matter what position you in, no matter if you got money, if you don't got money, what's some things that you could do right now in your life for you to become that man, ideally, that you want to be?
Stop caring about what people think. If you can just master that, then that's it. That's all you gotta do. Like, master that. Once you do that, like, you gonna be doing everything you want to do. You gonna start, like, even if it's, all right, just say if you ain't got nothing. It's a lot of people that don't have nothing right now that won't go drive Uber, won't go do DoorDash. But if you don't give a fuck, you'll go do it. You'll go do it. Make the money. Then whatever money you make from there, put it into something that you really want to do. So basically, I feel like it's a pride thing, but really, pride, ego, all that. So it's just, man, find you a way to stop giving a fuck what people think. Once you find you a way to get some money, stay consistent, man. Bro, they should change. This is what they should do. They should change the word men to consistent. Consistent should be what we're called. That's your only goal, bro. Stay consistent.
Ooh, that's a bar right there, bro. I like that, and I want to play devil advocate for a second. Not because I disagree, none, because I don't. I just want to play devil's advocate, just because there's always people listening. There's like, well, what about this though? So I want to say, when you talk about, because you said, hold on, what was the first thing you said? No, you said, don't care about what people think.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be somebody, and there's gonna be some truth to this. They might say it was harder now to not care about what people think, because now we have so many different platforms and outlets where opinion is valued so much. You got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, where it's like all it is people's opinions, and it's like you really got no choice to care about people's opinion because everybody give you their opinion. So it's harder for me. So what did you say to the person that's like, it's hard for me not to care because we on social media. It's just opinions everywhere. Compared to, back in the day, our parents and stuff, it was easy for them to not to care because they could live their life under the radar. Nobody know nothing about what they got going on.
Oh, honestly, bro, you can still do that.
Yeah, true.
All right, if it's 100 people right now that's on social media, only 2 of them are successful. So them the only 2 people that can even say that statement. You feel me? Right. So everybody ain't all right. Everybody's not a leader.
Right.
Everybody is not an influencer. So just like how this insurance suggested, you don't have to get on social media and talk about how much money you're making and trying to build following. That's your insecurities. That has nothing to do with you making money. You want to be popular. That's what it is, bro. But one thing Aristotle said, clout chasing is currency. So I do believe that, but at the same time, bro, if you can't,
gotta accept what come with it.
You gotta crawl before you walk, bro.
Facts. Yeah, you right.
Everybody, most of the people that want to be an influencer don't have influence on the
small level.
In a small level,
locally,
just locally. So how are you trying to do all this? You trying to pass everything, like, bro? If it's in you, it's in you. If it's in you, it's in you, bro.
Hey, that's a damn bar. I ain't never heard nobody put it that way, because that's a fact. Because I'm not even trying to I'm not even trying to be braggadocious or nothing, but way before I had influence on social media, I had influence in my neighborhood.
Right.
I had influence in my school.
Right.
Since
Hella respect, bro.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you not skipping the process on nothing. I don't care what it is. There's certain people that can, but I'm pretty sure
the majority.
If we took all the people that are successful influencers, rappers, whatever it is, before they popped, there was something before that.
Yes.
So you got to realize, like, I could still be something, but I got to build this up. I can't just go, today I ain't got nobody that's following me.
Exactly.
And then the next day I'm
world.
a millionaire. I got 1 million followers. I'm making 60 bands a day. Like, bro, it's not gonna happen like that.
It's not. No. That's I'm so glad you said that because I don't think nobody ever on the podcast has said that before. But that's true for the people that's listening. That's like, man, well, I need a social media following that's crazy overnight. You right. Before you do all that, you got to have influence with people in your real world.
Right, bro. No groundwork.
Right.
I want passive income, no groundwork. Like,
it's like if the people in your real world that you deal with, that you around daily, they don't see you as an influential person, how the hell the rest of the world gonna see you as that?
Right.
It's just not gonna happen.
Right. But honestly, me personally, bro, like, and this is me touching on another part. I watched the podcast already, so I think his name Get to Millions. He said, do you really think everybody's supposed to have money? But all right, I'm like thinking about it, I'm like, hell nah.
Yeah, no, when he said that,
I
was
don't
like,
feel
damn.
like that. Because if you really think about it, bro, when you was growing up, you already knew you had a light. You feel what I'm saying? But you knew it was people around you that didn't.
That didn't.
And that's how they feel about you too. Like, they might not say it, but they know, like, damn, they got that light. And then, yeah, it's people that have got rich and got successful that didn't have a light. But most of the time, the people with the light, they never, they can only disappoint you. They can't really, they can't surprise you because you already see it. You already see, bro, this dude
and they'll say it
crazy.
They're like, I always knew.
Right. They'll say it once you're there.
Right. Like, man,
but they'll either be hating or not say nothing to you on the way up, bro.
That's facts. But something that what you said when you said not caring about what people think. I think that's so important today because it's so easy for people to compare themselves to other people, and which is bad off top anyway. But I think what people got to understand is once you on the internet, and I was telling somebody else this, you have to realize that 99, I don't want to say 99, I'll say 90. You got to realize that 90% of the shit that you see is cap.
Oh,
These people don't got the money that you think they got. They don't live how you think they living. So you looking at your life feel like your life ain't shit. You comparing yourself to this person, that this idea you created from what they pushing online, a whole time, this person probably staying with their mama, living with their auntie, don't got a car, but they not showing it. It's just a bunch of highlights. They got a bunch of followers. Right. But you comparing yourself to them, not even knowing the whole time you live a better life than them.
Facts.
So like
we both went through that.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna speak at night, but we went through that.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't never. I tell everybody when it comes to this social media shit, you gotta look at this shit as strictly entertainment, nothing more, nothing less. There is a small number of people that's really getting money. They ain't capping, but most of these people you see was influencers. These mugs is capping.
Right, and then another thing too, like. Even if they not capping, all right, bro, content has gotten so crazy. Somebody can make going buying this water look like the best thing in the world, bro. So just imagine they going in and out of Gucci stores, spending all these money, like doing all this stuff, and that whoever behind the camera making it look so crazy, extravagant. But in the grand scheme of things, bro, I go get a shirt, or I go get something from the mall that's luxury. When I get done buying that, bro, that little dopamine hit gone before I get to the car, bro.
Before you get to the car, bro. And then to keep it real, well, I think like a lot of people don't know is a lot of these people be going about these things, taking these pictures, doing videos, and taking that shit back. And if most people knew that as
that
content,
ain't bad though. Hey, look, I'm gonna be transparent. if that's what you doing, if that's how you trying to do it, bro, do what you do. Like I said, stop giving a fuck what people
Bro, what
think.
people think. You're right. You're right.
Because at some point, like I really don't. The fake it till you make it thing, I'm not really on that. But if
Right.
that's what you doing, bro, do it. Do it to the best of your
Do it to the
ability,
best of your
bro.
ability. But what I'm saying is, it'll be people that'll see it and they'll start feeling down about their own life. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
People be like,
yeah.
man, my life, I ain't shit. They might live in the dopest apartment, but they got a roof over their head. They got their own car note. They taking care of themselves, but they'll see somebody else that's faking it for real and be like, man, my life ain't like, bro, this shit ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like this the thing too. The statement, more money, more problems. That shit is so true, bro. Like when I was broke, bro, my only problem was let me go get something to eat.
Go get what I'm gonna eat.
Something to eat. Let me ask mom for $20. Let me do something like that. Like that was my only thing. When you start getting money, now the people that you may have been helping, they might be in a bind. So now you got to take care of that. And then you got to take care of your family. Then you got to take care of your own mental health.
Yep.
It's like, bro, across the board. And then with you being the breadwinner, you can't lose.
You can't. Because if you lose, everybody lose.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's a whole different ball game, bro. A lot of people want to make money, but ain't ready to make money.
But they ain't ready. Because, you know, they ain't ready. Another reason they ain't ready, because they ain't ready to say no. Because when everybody know you got it, they're going to come to you. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And
entitled, too.
And they're going to be entitled. They're going to feel like, I known you since you was yay high. I know you got it. It's not going to hurt you to give it to me, so you should give this to me. And if you a person that's not ready to say no, because it's going to come from all kinds of ways. Luckily, I'll say, like, me personally, luckily, I'm blessed enough, and that's why I say luckily, because I got a family that they don't ask me for anything. But I know most people that's in similar positions to me, that ain't the case for them. They always got people coming to them saying, hey, cuz, hey, bro, hey, nephew, let me hold this. And if you're not ready to say no, you going to end up broke. So most people ain't really ready to have an abundance of money because they ain't disciplined enough to say no yet. They going to say, yeah, every time somebody asks because they going to feel bad about it. They going to be like, man, that's my uncle. I got to do it. That's my family. I got to do it. And they stretching themselves thin because they telling everybody that come to them, I got you, I got you, I got you. You can't tell everybody that.
Right. I feel like what you should, well, I ain't going to say what you should do. I would say what I do. I got a set number for the year. Mm-hmm. If it go outside of that number,
it's over.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what, like, I at that point it's over. I'm going to say no. I got to say no because I done made this plan. You went outside of what you was, you know what I mean? Because after you help a person so many times, you're just enabling them. You're not even helping them.
Oh, and then you got to speak to the fact that what's the likelihood they actually paying you back to begin with?
Bro, I don't need loan money.
See what I'm saying? You probably dish it out, just never expect to get it back.
Bro, you never going to get it back. And then you going to get, this the crazy part about it. Just say somebody ask you for some money, you give it to them, they go ghost, they come back, ask you for more money, and say they're going to give you the money that you already gave them, like in some time. I'm like, bro, that don't even make sense. So I just stopped loaning money, period. Like, hey, this you, gone.
Yeah.
You can't really, and then that, like, for example, say you loan me money, like you loan me $5,000, and I'm like, all right, I need to pay him back. But say I was a bullshit ass nigga. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't pay you back. Shit started going left for me again. I ask you again. You gonna be like, no, I can't even do that with a clear head. Like, why would I give you some more money? But if I did pay you back,
I'll be like,
all right, I got you, bro.
Facts. When somebody pay you back, you gonna be like, oh yeah, he got a history of paying me back. I know he'll pay me back.
That shit just like credit.
No, it's just like credit, bro. When somebody mess up that credit with you and they ain't paying you back, it's over with. You better. But me, how I be looking at it, I be like, man, that person's just one less bill now. because they can never ask me for anything. That's how I be looking at it. Like, you don't pay me back. Oh man,
That boy getting rid of them subscriptions.
Right.
True bill.
Oh man, that's facts. But damn, we gotta get ready to wrap up. Before we wrap up, bro, this ain't even feel like, because these conversations, to be honest, these conversations we have all the time probably anyway. So this was just the first time that people get the chance to be on the fly on the wall to the conversation, while also getting them some IA games, some insurance adjusting game. And like you said, if y'all want that, make sure y'all go to the I keep saying bio. Y'all keep go to the description of this podcast, click the link, and just go get it. And but before we wrap up, I just want to say appreciate you coming on. This has been long overdue. We've been trying to we've been saying we're gonna do this for some years now, for real. So to get it done,
I was on the 3rd episode too.
Oh
Y'all go check out the growth.
No, hey, that's facts. That was the third. Dang, you right, bro. You was on the 3rd episode that we ever did. So if y'all could go back and listen to that episode, and that was 2018. So that's almost 4 years. So y'all can see the 4-year difference between. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it. From the shit we was talking about then, our mind frame to now, that's dope. So I'm glad you said that, bro.
Yeah.
But before we end it, plug your stuff where people can find you, follow you, everything.
On all platforms, it's Julius Debard LA1. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
To Instagram, bet. And y'all make sure y'all definitely follow him, and y'all can follow me on all platforms. Well, shit. My Instagram got disabled, y'all. I'm trying to get that back, man. It's been a struggle getting that back. But y'all can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, everything else at Xavier C. Miller. And y'all can follow Deanna as well. She at Deanna Kent on all platforms. And that's all we got for y'all in this episode of Millionaire Mindsets Podcast. See you guys next episode. Peace.
Gotta get your brain right if you're trying to make $1 million. If you ain't gonna do it for yourself, then do it for your mama. Only stay surrounded by them people if you know they solid. Elevate your hustle up today to double up your profit. Trying to learn some game, Xavier gonna talk about it. No Deanna, speak that that everybody vouching. Ain't no more excuses valid. Get up off the couch and get up in your bag. To your bank account, need an accountant.